Decisive Motion, and I'm Tony Gale, a long-time freestyler, flatland skateboarder. I think I started when I was 12, so that's got to be maybe 13 years ago now. So I'm the old guard, I'm the old man of the scene. My first achievement, I was really passionate as a teenager, and the first competition I ever entered was the first British Nationals, national freestyle competition that there'd been in a decade, and that was 2003, and I won that. I became British champion at the age of 15. So from there, I was British champion again the next year. Then I entered the European Championships and I got third. Traditionally, freestyle never really had much respect after about, say, 1990, 1991. When I started skating, it was unheard of, to be a freestyler. You're doing these really kind of intricate tricks, and everyone just looks at you as if you're weird. And I had no sponsorship, I had no support. All the competitions were really DIY, it was really grassroots stuff. But what came out of that was a subculture and this independent scene. So you've got guys out there who are former professionals or still current professionals who went, well, someone's got to provide these products, and they stepped up to the plate. So for the past, say, 10 years, there's been a little groundswell of support from little independent companies, and now I think you're starting to see a little bit more mainstream interest, which is a good thing. As a freestyler, I'm passionate about what I do, and I love it, and there's a lot of guys out there who are unbelievably good, and some of them are starting to get that crossover. There's Killian Martin, for example, who got a part on a Channel 4 television program. He's sponsored by, I think he's sponsored by Puel now, so he's made that jump. But there's a lot of guys who aren't getting the recognition, who aren't getting the support, and I think the mainstream industry really needs to look into that, because there's a lot of kids out there who aren't interested in street skating, and they quit within 3 years because they don't like jumping downstairs. So, looking at it economically, it makes no sense to not provide an alternative to that. The guys that are out there who are really good, they need some sponsorship. They need it badly. You can't have guys who are at the top of the game paying their own way to world championships. It's ludicrous. You look at magazines like Sidewalk, like Thrasher, Slap obviously isn't still going, but they have an online presence. They don't cover freestyle. Concrete Wave magazine does, but that's about it. So those are the outlets, those are the points where freestyle needs to be seen. They need to be willing to cover it, and they're not. A freestyle deck is a little bit smaller, it's a little bit shorter, it's a bit more specific. What you can see is the wheels cover the axle nuts, that's dead important. Nothing juts out there. And then you've got the skid plates and the grip tape. Now this sort of stuff is specialist. You're not going to get this at Route 1 or Roller Snakes, they're not going to stock this. There's a lot of stockists out there. I'm good friends with Witter Cheng from Decomposed, decomposedsk8.com. There's a lot of other ones. There's Never Enough Skates, there's Skate Kings, a whole load of others. But if you go check out any of those, most of them are really friendly. They'll set you up with a complete setup. It'll be perfect to go right out the box. And something like this, you can freestyle on a street board. Something like this is going to make it a lot easier. So I definitely recommend getting one. One of the things that I do is a podcast about freestyle, and it's me, a guy from Texas and a guy from Boston, and every so often the three of us get together and we put out this podcast where we discuss events that are coming up, competitions, how to approach tricks, how to work on your setup, because a freestyle setup is a very specific thing. So if you, again, Google Freestyle Podcast, I think it is just freestylepodcast.com, look us up, have a listen, and get in touch with us through that website. Again, we'll be happy to help. I'm on Facebook. I'm not averse to providing personal help if someone wants to get in touch with me via that. You know, so Facebook, yeah, just Tony Gale, G-A-L-E. Search for me on there. I'm willing to help on there. Other than that, I would suggest Latrix. That's the organisation I'm working with today. We're putting out a demo. We're trying to raise some awareness. Get in touch with them. Alex will answer your emails. He'll point you in the right places. So yeah, go to Latrix. Hi, my name is Tony Gale and this has been Decisive Motion.